Today we will start with BSc final year's syllabus and topic is carbohydrates. As we already know, carbohydrates are the important class of biomolecules and these include sugars, starches, glycogen, dextrins, gums, and these are very important for our daily life. And chemically, carbohydrates are polyhydroxyaldehydes or polyhydroxyketones of general formula CH2O N-times or compounds that give these on hydrolysis and contain at least one chiral carbon. And if we classify carbohydrates broadly, they are three types: monosaccharides, oligosaccharides and polysaccharides. Monosaccharides, these are carbohydrates that cannot be hydrolyzed further to simpler carbohydrates, or these are the smallest unit of carbohydrates, and their general formula is CH2O N-times, where N is equal to 3 to 8, means there can be 3 to 8 carbons in a molecule, and out of these, molecule with 6 carbons is very important and we will be dealing with it in detail in this chapter. And the examples are glucose and fructose. These both have 6 carbons. And then is oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharides, few monosaccharide units, that is 2 to 10 molecules. If oligosaccharides hydrolyzed to give 2 units, then it is disaccharides. If it gives 3 units, then trisaccharides. If 4 units, tetrasaccharides, and so on. And the next type is polysaccharides. Polysaccharides means that carbohydrates that are hydrolyzed to give large number of monosaccharide units, and their general formula is C6H10O5 N-times, and particular examples are starch and cellulose, which we will be doing in detail in this chapter. So, carbohydrates can also be classified as aldose, means carbohydrates with aldehyde group, that is polyhydroxyaldehyde, and one particular example is glucose. And similarly, ketose. Ketose means carbohydrates which contain ketone group, and particular example is fructose. Glucose and fructose we will be doing in detail. And then triosis, tetrosis, pentosis, hexosis, etc. means carbohydrates molecules with 3 carbons, 4 carbons, 5 carbons, 6 carbons respectively. And these carbohydrates can further be classified as reducing sugars and non-reducing sugars. Reducing sugars, as we have already studied in BSc 2 also, a carbohydrate that is oxidized by tollens or filling solutions or Bandic solutions are called reducing sugars. And tollens reagent is, it is a ammonium solution of silver nitrate, but in this Ag positive is changed to Ag, that is silver mirror is formed. And similarly, in filling solution or Bandic solution, red PPT of Cu2 positive are formed. And the monosaccharides and almost all disaccharides are generally reducing sugars, that is they reduce these tollens reagent, filling solution or Bandic solution. But a particular example, that is sucrose, which is a disaccharide, is not a reducing sugar. And so next is configuration. Carbohydrates can be given D or L configuration, DL or L configuration. For that, standard compound is taken, that is glyceraldehyde. A standard reference compound is taken, that is glyceraldehyde, it is aldotriose. Aldotriose means triose with aldehyde group, and formula is CH2OH, CHOH, CHO, and its structure formula is CHO, CHOH, CH2OH, and it can be written like this. In this, we consider the chiral carbon atom. The chiral carbon atom is the center carbon to which on the right side OH is attached, on the left side H is attached. If OH group is attached to the right side, then it is called D configuration. If it is attached to the left side, then it is the L configuration. So any carbohydrate can be assigned D or L configuration depending upon the position of OH group on the highest numbered chiral carbon atom. It is important, only highest numbered chiral carbon atom should be seen for the. So we can easily give D or L configuration to any carbohydrate molecules. So next is, we should memorize some structures of monosaccharides, mainly glucose and fructose, that is glucose, fructose and arabinose. Glucose 6 carbon atoms, 1 CHO group, 5 OH groups, and similarly fructose also have 6 carbon atoms, 1 aldehyde, 1 ketone group and 5 OH groups. So, and the configuration, the arrangement of atoms is to be memorized. So, to some extent, how do we know that glucose has 1 aldehyde group, 6 carbons in a chain, 5 OH groups, out of these 1 primary OH group, 5 secondary OH groups? This can be seen by structural elucidation, that is structural elucidation of glucose is, we already know molecular formula. Molecular formula is C6H12O6, and how we know, how we can say it has carbonyl group. This can be shown by this reaction. When it is treated with phenyl hydrazine, we get glucose phenyl hydrazone. This reaction shows that glucose has a carbonyl group. Due to carbonyl group, this group is attached to this and hydrazone is formed. That is, it is attached to CHO group and hydrogen H2, and oxygen of CHO group is removed as water, and other part of this get attached to C double bond NNHPH phenyl group. So this reaction shows that glucose has a carbonyl group. Similarly, glucose also has a aldehyde group. This can be shown by mild reaction with bromine water, in which D-glucose, when treated with bromine water, CHO group is oxidized to COOH group. This indicates that aldehyde group is present in glucose, and glucose is oxidized to glucaric acid. And similarly, glucose, when treated with strong oxidizing agent, concentrated nitric acid, it gives glucaric acid, in which both the terminal groups are oxidized to COOH, which shows that it has one aldehyde group and one at least primary alcohol group. So primary alcohol group can be shown by this reaction, which confirms its presence of primary alcohol group. So next is glucose has chain of 6 carbon atoms and that carbons are not branched. This can be confirmed by this reaction in which glucose with hydrogen in the presence of platinum gives group CHO is reduced to CH2OH, and then further when it is treated with strong reagent HI and red phosphorus, then this is reduced to CH3 group and N-hexane is formed. This reaction again confirms the presence of 6 carbons in a chain. So next is it has 5 OH groups. This can be seen when it is treated with acetic anhydride. It gives glucose pentacetate, that is all hydrogens of OH group are replaced with acetate group. This confirms the presence of 5 OH groups. And when it is treated with HCN, cyanohydrin is formed, and which upon further hydrolysis gives first addition of HCN takes place across C double bond O, and CN group gets attached to carbon and H2O, so CHOH CN is formed. Then upon hydrolysis CN group is oxidized to COOH, and further upon reduction this group is changed to CH2, so heptonic acid is formed. This reaction again shows that the glucose has aldehyde group because addition of HCN takes place and then further reaction takes place. So from all these reactions we conclude that glucose has an open chain structure with 6 carbons in a chain with 5 alcohol groups. Out of these, one is primary alcohol and others are secondary, and one is aldehyde group, that is this structure. So glucose has an open chain structure. And if we show the reaction of phenylhydrazine with glucose, as we have already discussed in first step, formation of osazone takes place, and this formation of osazone is common to glucose and fructose. And so first we see in glucose 3 molecules of phenylhydrazine are reacted with glucose to form glucazone.